So let's have a look at percentage error. Now that is a slightly different take, which is very interesting. So according to type X speed camera, so there is some form of a speed camera, a car is traveling at 112 kilometers per hour. Okay, so speed camera measures the traveling of the car. That's what cameras do. The company claims that the type X speed camera can measure the speed with a maximum error of 3.5%. So that's what we have here, the percentage error. Use what? Percentage error to work out the maximum actual speed of the car. Why they are talking about the actual? Because there could be an error in that one. So we have to find out what was the actual. So how do we do percentage error calculation? So I like to break it in a very simple idea. So we have a fraction line. Don't forget, when they are looking for percentage start with fraction. So on the top of the fraction, we have in the actual or correct, however works for you. So the actual minus, let's call that not correct. Not correct. I don't have a better word at the moment. But the idea is that one value is correct and the other one is not correct. So it's either very often in the question will be the actual versus the one that contains the error. So, and that's all. We put that in the calculator, and obviously that changes to a decimal, and decimal changes into percentage. However, here we actually have this part. So now we're going to take percentage, change it to decimal, and that equal our fraction because this is the number we don't have. We have not correct. We have how much decimal we're going to get, but we don't have this value here. So kind of a little bit we are working backwards. So let's call A for actual. So actual minus not correct is what? 112. And then divided by actual, which is A, and that equal the decimal of our percentage would be what? 0.035. Now, how do we solve it? Well, we want to have A on its own, isn't it? The problem is that we have that in the denominator. To remove the letter from the denominator, we always multiply. And when we multiply, we have to multiply both sides of the equation. So on one side, I have A minus 112, and on the other side, we have 0.035A. Now, both A on the same side of the equation, that's what we want. I'm going to move this A to join A that I'm having, and then move my number to the other side. Every time we move a number from one side of the equation to the other side of the equation, what happen? We have to remember to change the sign to the opposite. So what do I have here? I have 1A minus 0.03A. I put that in the calculator, I press equal, and I have the answer, and that will be the number that stands beside A. And therefore, actually, let's do that because I don't want to cut corners or confuse you. So that means I'm going to have the number, I'm going to have 1 minus 0.035 is 0.965A. So that's the number that stands beside A. And like I'm saying, I want A not M multiplied by a number, so I divide both sides of the equation by 0.965. 0.965. Put that fraction in the calculator, press equal, enter the conditional to one decimal place, and I will get 116.1. So that is the maximum actual speed.